Yeah, we know it's the same bad time. Not really. We're a couple minutes early. But thanks for noticing. This is episode 242 of Nerd Sports. Welcome, Angry Faithful. Um, we're going to be Sans calling this week, which is understandable. He's working, he's doing adult things. Uh, well, responsible teenager things. How about that? And then the Mountain Man will be along very shortly. Every week I debate whether or not I'm going to start the episode off with David's over my version of David's overly enthusiastic, like greeting. I just can't bring myself to do it. Anyways, we are going to turn things over, albeit very briefly, to our esteemed producer, the aforementioned David Dickerman, for this week's Weird Sport. Go ahead, David.
This is a oldie but goodie.
This has to be the weirdest sport you have ever seen, because this midget throwing has been a real sport even before The Wolf of Wall Street. And the goal is pretty simple. You just have to throw a small person as far as possible. But for some obvious reasons, this sport is considered controversial and has even been banned in some countries. But would you like to try this? This has to be the weird.
We're not going to pick on the little people now, are we?
We represent.
I'm sorry. That joke was low-hanging fruit.
I
I belittled myself in the show by bringing that joke to light.
You got any more? Or are you short on the jokes?
No, I mean things are eventually going to look up, right?
Eventually.
Okay, there we go. Baseball, yeah. There's some Pete Alonso, first baseman from the Mets, has signed a deal officially with the Baltimore Orioles. 5 years, I believe it's $155 million. Let me double check that real quick. Come on.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I mean, they basically, what they did is they brought him in and they laid out the blueprint, right? I mean, they did a deep dive. His words, they did a deep dive on what the renovations of the ballpark are going to look like, what the roadmap for the big league club is, what the roadmap for the minor league system is going to look like. And he really made them, or they really made him rather feel included, right? Like they wanted to build this around him, among other people. And he was like, okay. And he said it didn't even really feel like a sales pitch. So it was kind of a no-brainer for him. And I'm like, all right, cool. I mean, I hate to say this, but he went from one team that takes October off to another team that's going to be taking October off.
Yeah.
I mean, but in all seriousness, I mean, congratulations to Pete Alonso for that deal. I mean, it was one of the bigger pieces that people were going, teams were going after. But yeah, let me see here. Adolis Garcia, the former Texas Ranger outfielder with their World Series winning team, he signed a 1-year deal with the Phillies. Let me see here. Couple Red Sox and the Nationals exchange pitching prospects. Let me see here. I saw this one earlier today. Nationals are going to get right-hander Luis Perales. He's the number set. He was the number 7 prospect in the Red Sox system, and then the Red Sox are getting left-hander Jake Bennett, which was the Nationals' number 11 prospect. Both teams did confirm the trade. I like it. Bennett is not necessarily a starter, so to speak. He is coming off of Tommy John surgery from this past season. He had a considerable, he's got more, considerably more time to settle in. He underwent the procedure back in 2023. But he made 19 appearances. Okay, so he did make it 19 appearances for the Nationals minor league system this year. He pitched with a combined 2.27 ERA. He's made it about as high as AA, but he's probably going to spend. He's definitely going to get an invite to spring training, like a lot of the other prospects are going to be getting this year, and traditionally every year. But if he doesn't break camp with the big league squad, he's maybe going to spend. I don't suspect that he's going to spend too much time in Salem, which is the AA team or AA affiliate for the Red Sox. He may end up in Worcester. And yes, if you look it up, it actually looks like it's supposed to be spelled or pronounced Worcester, but it's Worcester. You got to say it with the accent. It's the Worcester, Worcester, Massachusetts, right? He's going to probably end up with the AAA team. He may end up making his debut later this season, depending on what injuries look like, whether or not it's going to be a doubleheader. Or, of course, according to the labor agreement and MLB rules, for days that they're going to be a doubleheader, that doubleheaders are scheduled, the major league clubs are allowed to expand their rosters by one position. So they usually end up calling up an extra pitcher, kind of a situation. So we'll see how that plays out. And then let me see.
By the way, while you're looking,
go ahead.
While you're looking it up, looking that up and saying something, Patty Nova 2053. Yeah. Hi to you too.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Hello. Yes. I was not ignoring you. I wasn't even looking at the screen. The Yankees. Oh, it's only funny when I report on the Yankees because of my absolute disdain for that organization. Chaz Chisholm Jr. believes a full season of health is all that separates him from a spot in the celebrated 40-40 club, right? Well, the Yankees are like, well, if you do, it may not be with us. They are open to a trade involving Chaz Chisholm Jr. Yeah.
Why that?
Well, he's a speedster, right? So he's fast on the base paths. He's guaranteed to steal bases, at least snag 20 bags a year, right? He's good for that on the average. He's got decent power, and he's really good defensively. And he absolutely loves being in New York. Loves it. He even went on record as being quoted last season that he would love to retire a Yankee. And Brian Cashman, the general manager of the Yankees, has said, well, we're open to a trade involving him. Like, huh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, all right. I think that would be funny, but Starling Marte, he's the big free agent that is potentially going to come off the board coming out of Arizona this offseason. But he's being looked at by up to like 3 teams, including the Red Sox. Now, Marte does come with a reasonable contract for a player of his caliber, but he plays a position that the Red Sox have lacked stability at since Dustin Pedroia got spiked by that douchebag Manny Machado back in 2017. Yeah, no, I haven't fucking let that shit go at all. Good evening, Mountain Man.
And he leaves.
And he's gone. So, I mean, at least we're, there. Oh, look, there's an arm.
He's back. He's back.
There he is.
Nope.
Now can you hear me? Okay, there we go.
Yeah, okay. Whew. I was like,
kids, unplug my soundboard. And I apologize.
That's when you take your leather belt off and you snap it and use it like a deterrent,
Yeah, the one time we actually have people looking at us and commenting.
They're all bigger than me too.
Well, I guess you better swing hard.
you're I mean, that is true.
But Starling Marte, he is a second baseman by trade. So I mean, it would make sense I mean, there's been a parade of second basemen coming through Boston since Dustin Pedroia has left. I mean, that included Ian Kinsler back in the 2013 or was it 27? No, I cannot remember. I think, yeah, I do remember Ian Kinsler played second base for the Red Sox at one point. Eduardo Nunez, I can never say that guy's name. Brock Holt, the Brock Star, God, we'll miss that guy. Michael Chavis, he's playing for Pittsburgh now, if I'm not mistaken.
Davis or Chavez?
Chavez. Michael
Okay.
Chavez, whatever. Potato. Jose Pereza, Christian Arroyo. Kike Hernandez played second base for a little while before he went back to LA to bump nut cups with his teammates there. Marwin Gonzalez, Jose Iglesias, Trevor Story has played second base. He's currently playing shortstop now. Emmanuel Valdez, David Hamilton, Vaughn Grissom, Romy Gonzalez. He was actually kind of a stud at second base. Christian Campbell. There's a litany of other guys that have played second base, but this is going to be something that, go out and get him. Yeah, he's 32 years old, but he's consistent. He in 20, let's see here. What was it? Last year? Yeah, last year he batted 283, had a 376 slugging percentage, 517 on base percentage. So, I mean, he's on base half the time, which you can't, fault the guy at all. That's actually a perk. Let me see here. 2 years ago, he hit 36 home runs, which was a career high for him. There, you quack. I'm gonna freaking, yeah. Anyways, he's a 3-time All-Star and MVP of the 2023 NLCS. Whenever Arizona won the pennant and went to the World Series and ultimately lost against the Rangers. Let me see here. He makes sense, and he really does. He's on the books for Arizona through 2030, making 15, 20, 22, 22, and 22. That's $1 million per year up until 2030. So, I mean, Arizona's looking to get rid of him. Just so they can free up some salary, some payroll. And I like the idea of him coming to play second base. And then on top of that, he's left-handed, so he's going to be a natural pull hitter over there in Pesky's corner. He does have opposite field power. So, at the very least, he'll get at least 5 or 6 home runs over the monster, and he'll be introduced to the world famous wall ball double or Fenway single, mashing balls off that green monster. But I don't know. Pieces are coming off the board. Kyle Tucker has met with people in Toronto. So Toronto is considered to be a heavy contender for him. He, for the people that are hopeful that he's going to return to the Astros, that's not going to happen because the Astros cannot and will not be able to afford him. Now there's going to be some other big pieces that are going to be talked about. Framber Valdez, pitcher last year for the Astros, he's already talking with 3 different teams. It doesn't look like he's going to make a return to Houston, which when he was on, he was great, right? But when he was inside of his own head and being selfish and not, and throwing at his catcher, he's a liability, both on and off the field. So I say good riddance to the guy. I mean, he's going to have to do some serious soul searching to find a team that's going to fit his personality, or he's going to run into a general manager that's going to tell him, like, look, dude, you either pull your head out of your ass or you're going to be out of baseball for a year or two. And that's all there is to it. So, but
when are they going to do the final of the trades?
I mean, the trade deadline can go all the way through until spring training breaks. So, right up to opening day. I mean, roster moves can be made. A couple of years ago, there was a huge free agent market, right? This was the year of the work stoppage, right?
Okay.
So free agents that hadn't been signed, they got together and said, "We're just going to hold our own spring training," and what they did. So they scrimmaged each other, they drilled, and they worked out. And if you got signed, you just didn't show back up at the clubhouse one day, and you went to your new club. But do I see that happening this year? No. There will be players that hold out until they get the deals that they want. I just hope that that's not going to be like a repeat of what happened with Jordan Montgomery a couple of years ago after the Rangers World Series run. He became a free agent because his agent Scott Boras told him, "Hey, look, you can make serious bank." He ended up firing Scott Boras because he had several good deals on the table, and Scott Boras declined every single one of them. And he ended up signing for, I think it was a 2-year deal for half of what like Boston was offering. Boston was offering him like a 3-year, $35 million deal. And I forget where it was that he ended up signing. I think it was, oh shit, where was that? I forget where he signed. It wasn't, no, he ended up going to Arizona for like, he got a 1 or 2 year deal for like 20 million. It was a huge slap in the face. And so he ended up firing Scott Boras, which I think everybody needs to fire Scott Boras because that guy, I have not kept my opinion about Scott Boras a secret. That guy is a plague on the game. He really is. I mean, all the players that are represented by him that get those really good sweetheart deals, they're probably, oh, this guy's the greatest thing since sliced bread. No, fucking Betty White was the greatest thing since sliced bread. So maybe fuck off.
Literally.
Yeah. I mean, but yeah. So we're going to move on to football here.
This is a weird week. Did you
We've
know?
been having to say that a lot.
Yeah, we have been. It's at the end of the season and everything, but it's one of those things that, I mean, even our first pick, I was surprised of.
You know what? That was my bad, guys.
I gathered that. I saw the footage,
There you go.
and we're moving on.
We are moving on. Okay, so last week we had decent weeks. We had a decent week last week, or this past weekend.
Mm-hmm. It was if you watched a lot of the games that were on TV, they were good games.
They were good games.
They were
Yeah,
great.
they were absolutely good games. They were great games.
I mean,
They just didn't end the way that we wanted them to.
No, God, no.
Now,
Absolutely.
that being said, looking at you,
Buccaneers.
Tampa Bay, you allow the Falcons to come into your house and kick a walk-off field goal? The fuck?
That wasn't even the worst of them.
It wasn't.
It was the
It
start.
wasn't. It wasn't. It wasn't. There's a lot of hits this week, but every single one of us bounced back. Though we picked the Browns to lose against the Bears. See, you thought I was going to go the other way. No,
And the Bears are back onto the playoff run.
yeah, no, the Bears. Yeah, the Bears are going to make the playoffs.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Next up, David, you for whatever reason defied logic and picked the Ravens to beat the Bengals.
It wasn't logic. It was
Luck.
I don't have faith in the Bengals anymore.
Okay. All right. Well,
I really don't. I mean, you
Golf
lost
clap.
me, Bengals. I liked you.
golf clap. Golf clap. Next up, this game was fun to watch. The Cardinals at Houston. I mean,
they literally punched him in the face.
they did.
They
They
punched
did.
him in the face. They grabbed him. And was like, "Who's your daddy?"
I mean, that was the kind of game where, you were like, all right, is the defense going to kind of coast, and let a subpar team rack up yardage, kind of like Army did in the second half, like trying to hold Navy. Yeah. And that's all we're going to say about that game,
We're
David.
not. Yeah, we're not talking about that.
That's all we're saying about that fucking game. If you bring it up, I swear to God, I'm leaving the studio. I will straight up leave.
Anyways. There we go. Oh, he just totally left.
I mean, he said he was going to do it.
Anyways, back on topic. Jackson.
He did.
I told you.
I said he said he was going to do it.
Oh,
Anyways. That was a fun game to watch. It was even more fun to listen to. I had to listen to the second half in the car. But next up, we all picked Jacksonville, and then we all picked the Chargers. That was a great game because not only did the Chiefs get eliminated from postseason contention.
mm-hmm.
Now, okay, let me back it up a second. Wishing ill on a player is bad form, right? It's no better than liberals celebrating Charlie Kirk's murder or the president opening up his stupid mouth about Rob Reiner. Like, look, dude, have some class, right?
Very bad form.
I don't want to say that the championship window for the Chiefs has closed, but it's barely cracked, right?
No, it's closed. They can't.
I don't think that it's completely closed. But Patrick Mahomes is not going to come back the same guy, right? It's an ACL tear.
Yeah.
Okay. This late in the season, he's probably not going to be available to play until maybe October, November next season.
Yeah.
Okay. When he comes back, it may be too little too late to salvage next season, but the following season, it's going to be like a redemption tour for him. He's going to be without Travis Kelce for sure.
Yeah.
But I don't know. We'll see.
coming.
I don't think that it's complete. I don't think the book is completely closed on the Chiefs. It definitely is this year because they will, since the first time since 2014, they will have not been in the playoffs, right? We will be sans Kansas City in the playoffs for the first time since 2014.
I mean, doesn't that just fill you with such delight? Just to be able to say those words.
Yes, it does.
It's
But
like
the Chargers managed to beat Kansas City 16-13. The game was not as close as the scoreboard indicated because the Chargers, oh wow.
Yeah, they made bad moves too.
Now, Buffalo, we all picked Buffalo. And for a while there, I mean, at half, I was like, wow, maybe the Patriots are real, right? Dave Portnoy definitely thought so.
Yeah.
But I think the Bills exposed the Patriots as a little bit of a fraudsters there.
Small caveat. Did you see Chuck Schumer making his comments about the shooting in Australia?
No.
And he's like, as always, to begin with. And again, this was talking about a mass shooting, 11 people dead in Australia of a mass shooting. And he said, the Bills beat the Patriots. That's always a good day. Or words to that effect. But
he makes me not want to root for the Bills anymore.
That right there, like that was more important to say than.
Well, all right, put it into this perspective here. Back when the Indians, they were still the Indians, the Cleveland Indians, they were playing the Cubs in the World Series.
Yeah.
It got to a game 7, right? And they were still relegated to the sports section of the local Cleveland paper. You know who made the front page? The Browns.
Really?
Yeah, the Browns were on the front page of the Cleveland Tribune or whatever the paper is called out there. And the Indians, who were playing for game 7 of the World Series, were relegated to the sports page.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing. That's
I mean,
that's awesome.
But yeah, so the Bills came all the way back, and you know, Josh Allen's got that dad strength thing going on now because him and his wife Haley Stenfield is they're pregnant, they're expecting. So good on him. Yeah,
I'm not gonna make that joke, but can you put the noisemaker on just to make me feel a little bit satisfied? You know, the one that's like the smoke alarm thing. Thank
that
you.
one.
Yeah, I'm not gonna make that joke, but there we go.
Yeah, I okay. I'm picking up what you're putting down. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Okay.
God.
See, there's no reason for Josh Allen to go out on a milk run because he can just have it DoorDashed because he's got that kind of money.
As long as it's not, well, at least it didn't do Plan B.
Yeah, I mean, we're looking at you, former Michigan head coach. How do you get caught? He got caught. I know we're going off into the weeds here, but that guy, he got caught because the DoorDasher snitched to the university because he recognized him because he had a Plan B pill delivered to the university.
Yeah, Shanor Moore.
Yeah, Shanor Moore. Yeah. He had a Plan B DoorDashed to his office.
It got worse.
Oh, I know. Yeah. Oh, I know.
I
Yeah.
talked Friday. It got. All the stuff that opened it up.
Okay, so okay, so he's this guy, world class piece of garbage, right? I mean, calling him a piece of shit wouldn't even do it justice. The dude is lower than I mean, he's lower. He's lower than lawyer shit, right? So,
you want me to do the accomplishment real fast?
Hold on, I'm talking about the him paying thousands of dollars to only to Oscar Foxtrot fans models to have a 3-way with his lover.
He was no. What was even worse is he didn't give the money. It wasn't money that he was giving away. He was trying to get tickets.
Oh, it was tickets. Yeah, that's right. It was tickets to Michigan games. He was like, I can get you tickets to the games. I'll get you front row. I'll get you a 50-yard line ticket.
I don't even know how those tickets must be like a lot.
Well, and they're in the student section, so I mean, you just put your name on the list, and yeah, there you go. But
no, I mean, okay, $1,000 per ticket, $1,000 per ticket for front row.
Depending on if it's in the student section, students get those tickets like dirt cheap, if not free.
Yeah.
Still, you're
it's the thought behind it,
right? It's the whole. You know, I'm filling in for Harbaugh. I'm taking over for Harbaugh, and he's skated on a cheating scandal. Yeah, I can do it better. Like it's like he said, "Hold my beer," right?
And then,
like, dude,
it's like that's
like he didn't half-ass when he Amber Hearded the bed. He really didn't.
Oh, it wasn't Amber Heard. It was close. It was close to a Ben Wall with butter knives and a pair of scissors.
Balls.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I was doing that for like a week.
I'm damn. Yeah. Oh.
On that note, I'd like to welcome.
I don't even want to talk
the
about
show.
the Commanders beating the Giants. I mean, we got that pick right, but hey, there you go.
We'd
Yeah,
like to
like-
welcome all our first timers here for the tuning in
Yeah.
for the first time, and
All of our
It-
first timers and
it-
our long timers. To our
it-
long timers, you know the drill.
I
To our
promise
first
it
timers,
does
we
not
get so
any
we
better.
get so far off track. I mean, you would think that we're professionals at this point.
no.
Hey, we're still amateurs, rank amateurs, because we don't
Right,
get paid
not
for
even
this.
not even gifted amateurs. We
No,
are
we're not. But, and we do our shit live, so it's not like
Yeah.
we have the luxury of like.
oh, there's no
people-
do-overs. Yep.
Yeah, we don't have a production staff like I don't know, some people do. Joe Rogan,
Dave-
to edit mistakes out. We don't
Dave
have
is
that,
our production staff.
or Turning Point USA. We don't have that either.
Most of the time, I just say, yeah, "Fuck it." Let's go.
I just.
Close enough. Good enough
Yeah.
for government work.
But hey,
Yeah.
the Eagles beat the Raiders 31-0. Like that was a big
wasn't a
surprise.
You know,
This next game was close right up until about the fourth quarter.
Yeah. This was a battle.
Myself and Colin picked Green Bay, and you guys picked the Broncos. And you know what? I can't be mad at this one. I really can't.
No, it was a good game.
It was a good game.
I watched
Um,
this and it was just
I listened to this next game, the Lions and the Rams. Now, David, you and I picked the Rams.
I was
Chris
actually
and Colin,
but I was
didn't.
like, yeah, I was hoping for the Lions, but
but to be fair,
I went with the Rams. Ever higher.
to be fair,
to be fair.
to be
be
fair,
To be
to be fair,
Uh,
every time Chris picks the Lions, they lose.
exactly.
So
When it
Yeah.
comes to the Lions, I literally
you're like, who do I really want to win this game?
it
know,
no,
just
no.
to
It does
save
not
you- just-
matter.
just to save you in the future, Chris, here's what I'm going to do. Every time you pick Detroit, just wink and I'll write in the other team. But because you're
the universe will still know.
you're
man.
verbalizing you're verbalizing it out into the universe, and you've put it out there. You've officially put the hex on the Detroit Lions. But on paper, I know what you mean.
Karma still knows, man.
I mean, we could stick with what doesn't work.
Oh, it doesn't work. It does not work for me at
But
all.
yeah,
I'm aware.
right. So Matthew Stafford actually passed Jared Goff fourth all time in passing yards for the LA Rams.
Wow.
Yeah, he did during the game that he was playing Jared Goff. Next up, we all picked Carolina, and for whatever reason, the Saints were like, "Yeah, we really don't want that first overall pick."
It was some bad
Swear to
voodoo.
God.
It was some bad voodoo. It was voodoo. I'm telling you, it was voodoo.
No, it was what it was. Is that
It was voodoo magic.
We need
yeah?
Trey to
We'll
come
just
on
say
here and
it was
explain.
voodoo. Yeah, it was voodoo.
Stuff like this, yeah, it don't happen too much. Yeah, voodoo magic.
Yeah, we're gonna move on to the next game before you piss some coon ass off, dude. And okay, so the term coon ass, we can say that in the state of Texas
Yep.
because the people of Louisiana have allowed us to do so. If you have any questions about that, direct any and all comments to Trey Wetzel. I'm just saying.
Oh.
Because
He gave
on
us
our
a-
Wednesday show, he gave me permission.
Yep. We have a pass.
We do. We have the pass. Now, we don't say it with the hard C. So
that counts.
Okay.
Head on
Next
with a
up.
hard C.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is
yeah,
another.
hit him with the hard T. That's the line. But this next one. Okay, so Chris, you and I picked Seattle, and we picked wisely.
Barely.
Yeah. Hey, you know what?
Hey,
I'm
win
taking
is
it. A win is a win. Exactly. So
that was a good game.
yeah. Now this
I lost
next
on
game,
that
the Titans at San Francisco. We all picked San Francisco, but Tennessee tried to
Who
make a
woke
game
these
out of it.
guys up? That's what I want to know. Who woke up the Titans?
The ghost of Steve McNair.
Apparently, because they've actually been playing really hard this last couple of games.
Well, I mean, it's because the fact that they know they don't have anything to play for. They know that they've got Camp Couch Fort Living Room on the horizon, and they're just playing spoilers at this point, right? Or at least trying.
They're doing a good job. It's like,
Yeah.
like, oh, we're gonna
And that's an interesting point that they're doing a good job, because I'm going to bring that up when we get into next week's picks. Last night's game, the Cowboys had such a strong start. They really did.
Yeah.
Right? They get the takeaway on the first play. And then they snatched defeat from the jaws of victory.
Well,
And what the problem is that I see is the fact is that the offense can't get into the end zone.
No.
It's like all of a sudden in the second half, somebody deemed the end zone a
no pass zone.
a hurricane shelter or a tornado shelter, because there's no touchdowns there, right?
Yeah.
And I'm just like, holy shit.
Well, it was also
I mean,
that
hundreds and thousands of orphans across the state of Texas were given, the Cowboys were awarded custody to all of those poor kids in the foster system because they
well,
it
was also that
they're not going to get beat.
it was also that one play that Vikings did where they were pushing and the quarterback just rung
Yeah,
the
he
right.
rolled. Yeah.
Yeah.
When JJ McCarthy, who balled out a little bit last night to his credit, walks the dog into the end zone, I'm like, oh. The whole time I'm watching this game, I'm thinking to myself, I picked Dallas. Like, what the hell, man? This sucks. So, minus tonight's game, which is currently 7-3 in favor of the Steelers, which we all picked Pittsburgh. Chris, you and I are currently at 10-5 for the week. David, you're at 11-4, and Colin is sitting at 8-7. So David wins the week. He cannot lose the week. He can't win the week even, any harder. So congratulations, Dave.
Yeah.
I'm still up on the season though. So
Yeah, he's still up by like 2 or 3 games. So here we are.
Hey, you want to go over the playoff spots before we go to the next one?
Let's get the picks out of the way first.
All right.
Okay. Let's get the picks out of the way. Acuna Hurtado is their guy. All right, Thursday night football. We've got the Rams at the Seahawks. This is a divisional matchup.
Interesting game.
Yeah. They're playing in Seattle. So I don't think that that's going to have too much bearing. I'm taking the Rams on this one. But Puka Nacua finally got something figured out, and him and Matthew Stafford are gelling again, and I think that's a dangerous thing.
Yeah.
might as well.
Rams.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, Colin got me his picks before he got out of the car last night, so he's also taking the Rams. Next up, we've got the Eagles at the Commanders. I already know what everybody's going to pick, so let me go ahead and do that.
Thank you.
Thank you for not making us say it.
Exactly. Yeah. This is going to be a good game. The Packers at the Bears.
The Bears.
I think I think Chicago. Yeah.
You know what?
You're leaning Green Bay? Makes you feel any better. Colin went that way too.
Actually, that makes me feel worse.
You're like,
damn it!
I thought I was being contrary.
No, I gotta stand with Colin. Yeah, I'm going Packers.
Okay. Next up, we have got the Bucks at Carolina. Carolina, they are going the right way. I mean, they're playing better football. They're at 7-7. The Buccaneers, I don't know what's going on. They're going the opposite direction. So
I'm
I
still
hate to say it, but I'm taking Carolina.
yeah, I'm taking Carolina too.
I think so.
And Colin picked Carolina too. So there we go.
I think
Next up,
I think the Buccaneers are having the
they got a case of the yips. That's all it is.
case of the Cowboys December.
Right. Okay. So it's safe to assume that Buffalo's a unanimous choice for next week.
Yeah, God, yes.
I'm going to say this, Chris, with all the love in my heart, as black as it may be. I'm taking the Chargers over the Cowboys.
Yep.
Yep, taking the Chargers.
I don't feel good about it, but yeah,
Colin, on the other hand, is taking Dallas.
of course he is.
Watch, he's going to be the only one that's right.
I swear to God.
This next game,
This is the
Every week.
yeah, this is the no shit game of the week.
Platypus.
Now,
on-
do the Saints do the Saints throw this game? Do they tank this game just so that the Jets don't get the number 1 overall pick? I mean, because if the Jets, look at it this way, if the Jets beat the Saints would actually move up the draft board by virtue of the tiebreaker.
Yeah, but the Titans and Giants are still.
I get that, but I mean, a number 3 pick. Well, they got the Raiders, so it'd be the number 4 pick. Number 4 pick is a lot better than the number 5 or the number 6.
That's true.
yeah.
So I mean,
You
you know what?
It might almost be worth it for them to do it.
I
I
don't
don't.
want the Jets.
I'm going to pick the Platypus on this one, sir.
I would
Jets?
also request the platypus.
Okay. Head or the Fedora, Jets, the tail, the Saints. He landed on his side here. Hold on. Tail up. You guys are taking the Saints.
All right.
I am the contrarian this on this particular game. Colin took New Orleans. So
Interesting.
all right. Minnesota's feeling a little bit resurgent after last night's performance.
Yeah, I'm still taking the Vikings.
There's no way the Giants are going to beat them. No way. It is a virtual impossibility.
Okay. Next up,
Having
we've got the
said that-
Chiefs at the Titans. You know, with Patrick Mahomes going down with a torn ACL,
I still think the Titans still have a chance.
I mean, Colin, I think this was a spike pick, but he picked the Titans. And I'm kind of inclined to go with him on this one.
Listen, the Chiefs suck out loud, but even they can't screw this up.
No.
You say that now.
Well, you're right.
I mean, you're more than welcome to pick them, but I'm going to go with Tennessee. It'll be a pleasant surprise.
It's not like I want to. Don't you put that evil on me.
So is it a 3-letter or a 2-letter pick? I won't make you say it.
Nah, I can't. I gotta go Titans. I can't do it. I can't do it. I gotta go Tennessee.
What about you, Dave?
I just can't do it.
I'm going Chiefs.
Okay.
I have a feeling that I'm going to be wrong, but I can't
Nah.
bring
No.
myself to do it.
No. That's going to be the game that I have on in my earbud while I'm watching the Texans play. So, we've got the Bengals at Miami. I'm going to go with Miami.
Miami, yeah.
Yeah, Miami.
Okay. Colin again stands alone. Next up, we've got another birdcage battle. I'm going to take the Falcons.
Yeah, definitely taking the Falcons.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. This game, dude,
Mm.
I need the Jaguars to lose this game. I do.
I think they will.
Because I'm taking Denver on this one.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I'm taking Broncos. You know what? They've won so far. They've gotten rid of the donkey moniker.
Yeah. I mean, I stopped calling them donkeys last year, so it is what it is. All right. So next up, we have got the Steelers at the Lions.
I actually do believe that the Detroit is going to take this one.
Yeah, I'm thinking so too. Which
We
is
don't
not
have to
going to.
We don't have to try our subterfuge this time.
Yeah, right. So we're going to get into the playoff picture as it stands right now here in just a second. But I think that if and when the Steelers lose next week, that's not going to bode well for them because they're a game above 500, but they lead their division, and which is sad.
I'm going.
know,
Lions.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still taking the Lions, but
Yeah.
Next up, we've got the Raiders coming to Houston. Definitely taking Houston.
Yeah, Texans.
Yep. Because duh.
Yeah.
Right. I am desperately trying to get tickets to that game. Oh my God. So yes. I want to, because it's a afternoon game. It's a 3:25 kickoff. And I'm like, oh, I want to be at that game. Anyway, next up, we've got New England at the Ravens. I have no faith in the Ravens. So I'm taking the Pats.
Yeah, Pat's on that one.
Yep.
And then Monday night, we've got the Niners at the Colts. You know,
I have to go
again,
with the Niners.
yeah, I was going to say because the Colts are going the wrong direction.
Yeah.
They are. I mean, Houston has already leapfrogged them in the standings. They did that last week. But I don't know, man. I think San Francisco is going to take that.
Yeah.
Yep. Agree.
Okay. Now, okay, let me pull up the playoff bracket right now here. Hold on.
I got it up.
Okay. Let me see here. Let me pull up Bleacher Reports here. All right. As it stands right now, the number one seeds in the NFC and AFC respectively are the Rams and the Broncos. The way that the seeding works out in the NFC, you've got Chicago at the number 2, Philadelphia at number 3, Tampa Bay, Seattle, San Francisco, and Green Bay in that order. I like the way that the NFC is starting to flesh itself out a little bit there. The Cowboys, with their lackluster loss last night, they've reduced their playoff chances to 1%. They're not mathematically eliminated, but they're pretty much out.
Yeah, they are.
I mean, because they're going to need to win. They're going to need to win the next 3 weeks, and they're going to need Philadelphia to drop all 3 games because that is the only way to the playoffs is for Dallas is through a division title, and they're not going to catch Philadelphia.
No.
They're just not going to do it. Now, in the AFC, you've got Denver as the number 1 seed. Then you've got New England, Jacksonville, Pittsburgh at number 4. Now, here's what I don't like, right? Pittsburgh's got that number 4 spot by virtue of the fact that they're leading their division.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, I get, it's a division title. Great. You know, a few years ago, there was a division winner that had a losing record and was in the playoffs. And I remember, I think it was Joe Buck, actually. He said that that a playoff team, that a team with a losing record has no business being in the playoffs. Yeah, and I agree.
Yeah. Yeah.
100%. But you've
Makes
got
sense.
the Chargers is the 5 seed, Buffalo the 6 seed, and currently Houston is the 7th seed. Now,
How are the Bills at the 6th seed?
because they're second place in their division behind New England. New England's the number 2 seed by virtue of their record and the fact that they are currently the division leader in the East. Now, New England and Buffalo could actually swap places.
Yeah,
If
'cause-
Buffalo overtakes New England for the division, then you'll see that swap.
yeah,
Um,
because they're both at 99%.
right now, I don't see. Right now, I think that with the exception, let me look at the records here because, or the division standings here real quick because I want. Let's go. Come on, internet. Yeah, mule. There we go. Okay. Come on. I feel like Data. Life forms. You pretty little life forms. I love you. Do. All right, so let me look at this. I have to have a word with AT&T because my internet is just blazing fast right now.
Sounds
It's
like it.
either, yeah, I'm telling you, man, it's great. Dead air. It's really awesome.
Was that a
right.
modem sound I just heard right now?
It is. It is. It is. It is. Okay. Why did it? Oh my God. Everybody's like, what?
What are you trying to?
It's like that scene from Wayne's World where Garth is kind of like losing his shit on live TV when Wayne gets fired.
Yeah.
Their buddy goes, "Did you ever see that episode of Scanners? I think his head's about to explode." So, all right, come on. Oh my God! Seriously, this is.
What? Okay, what are you trying to get?
All right, shh. I got it.
Okay.
There we go. Thank you very much. Swear. We live in the 21st century. You would think that things would load a little bit faster than they do.
No.
You know what it is?
You're expecting way too much out of your technology.
I am. So what I think I'm going to do is next week when I'm on, I'm going to suspend everybody else's Wi-Fi privileges. Okay, so currently the Steelers are at 7-6, right? So if they lose, they're at 7-7, and then that gives
they win tonight. It'll be like 60%.
Yeah, they win tonight. Yeah, so that'll make them 8-6. That'll, I don't want to say that'll clinch a playoff berth for them because they can still shit the bed over the next 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Baltimore is right there at 7-7. So, and that's Baltimore's only road into the playoffs is through Pittsburgh. Now, is Baltimore a strong playoff team? No, they are. No, they are not. Not at all. Jacksonville still has a 1-game lead over the Texans. I would love to see Jacksonville lose that game this week. I really would, because that would put the teams in a virtual tie for first place in the South. But Houston's got that tiebreaker over the Jags by virtue of the fact that they beat them already this year.
Yeah.
So there may be a couple of other tiebreakers that do come into play, but I don't know. We will see there. It'll be a fun watch. I love bots. I really do. But yeah, if the playoffs started today, there's going to be some teams that are definitely they're going to definitely make some noise. I mean, Houston, I think Houston is going to, just by virtue of what they went through last year, right? Getting bounced out of the playoffs by Kansas City. Kansas City's not going to be there. And they've already proven that, that they can contend with some of the better teams in the AFC. The fact that on wild card weekend that they would have to play the Patriots in Foxborough, that defense, the Houston defense, I think that they would be able to beat New England. They've already demonstrated that they can beat Buffalo. They've already demonstrated that they can beat Jacksonville. The only teams that they have not beaten right now, they haven't played the Steelers. They're going to play the Chargers, and they've already lost to the Broncos. So it's not going to be an easy road through the playoffs for any of these teams. But I mean, because if and when the Chargers do beat the Steelers in the first round, they're going to be a handful for the Broncos for divisional weekend, and that's just a fact. In the NFC, I see Seattle getting past Tampa Bay. Philadelphia is going to take care of San Francisco, and Chicago is going to hand Green Bay its ass on wild card weekend, right? Which is a hard thing to do, considering you see that that'll be the third time that they would have played this season, right? Because they're division rivals anyway. So that's going to be a hotly contested game. They might actually flex that game to a primetime slot. I think right now the teams to beat in the NFC are going to be Philadelphia and LA for sure. The teams to beat in the AFC, I think, are going to be Houston and Denver. And as kind of a part-time Bills fan, that concerns me a little bit. But Houston, like I said, they've already beaten Buffalo, so I'm like, okay. Because if Buffalo beats Jacksonville, Houston takes care of New England, you're going to set up a rematch from a couple of weeks ago. Or if Jacksonville takes care of Buffalo and advances, you're going to see a divisional game in the divisional round. Yeah. What is up, Six Boo? I see you over there. It's funny because I told Colin that even when he wasn't here last week.
Uh-huh.
That or no, it was a week before last. Anyways, whenever he wasn't here last, I was like, she was in there watching. He goes, "Oh yeah, I know. She told me." I was like, "She did?" He goes, "Yeah." She said, "I have duties now." So she's taking this super fan. She's taking the super fan thing very seriously, and we applaud.
Good on her. Absolutely.
Yeah.
We applaud her.
Applaud. Clap for her, gentlemen. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there we go. Okay. All right. Oh, wait, hold on. This is going to be so cringe. Yeah, there you go. And there goes our viewer count.
Yeah.
People like,
oh my God, I can't believe they did that.
They so embarrassed me. We love you, girl. Don't worry about it. Okay, anyways.
Oh, wait.
Oh, no. What?
I picked the wrong one.
Where? Wrong sound?
No.
You picked the wrong Tinder date, the wrong Grinder date. What?
The wrong location. I picked Twitch for the thing and not Kicker.
Oh, well, it didn't show up anyway. So, Twitch. I see what you're saying. Twitch. Hi, people on Twitch. Yeah, it is what it is.
No,
Anyways.
I closed it out.
Oh, well, fuck you people on Twitch then.
We don't fucking want you here anyway.
You fucking bastards. Yeah. Okay, so the NASCAR antitrust suit or trial that ended in a settlement.
Did they ever say
Um,
it was a settlement?
An undisclosed settlement?
Well, okay, so hold on here.
Because I didn't find anything. I've been looking.
Yeah,
all-
there's absolutely no news about what the terms are. I think it's something. I mean, because NASCAR was avoiding a $385 million judgment, right? So, basically, both sides came to a consensus. They obviously settled out. So there was a joint statement issued from NASCAR, 2311 Racing, and Front Row Motorsports, and it says the following. NASCAR, 2311 Racing, and Front Row Motorsports are pleased to announce a mutually agreed upon resolution that delivers long-term stability and creates the conditions for meaningful growth for all teams in a more competitive environment. This resolution reflects our shared commitment to maintaining a fair and equitable framework for long-term participation in America's premier motorsport, one that supports teams, partners, and stakeholders while ensuring fans enjoy uninterrupted access to the best racing in the world. The agreement allows all parties to move forward with a unified focus on advancing stock car racing and delivering exceptional competition for our fans. While this matter now resolved, all parties look forward to working together alongside all chartered race teams to deliver world-class events, dynamic sponsorship and partner activation opportunities, and continued growth for generations to come. As a condition of the settlement agreement, NASCAR will issue an amendment to existing charter holders detailing the updated terms for signature, which will include a form of evergreen charters subject to mutual agreement. The financial terms of the settlement are confidential and will not be released. What all parties have always agreed on is a deep love for the sport and a desire to see it fulfill its full potential. This is a landmark moment, one that ensures NASCAR's foundation is stronger, its future is brighter, and its possibilities are greater. We extend our sincere thanks to Judge Kenneth Bell and mediator Jeffrey Mishkin for their professionalism and guidance throughout this process, and to their jury for their time. Michael Jordan, co-owner of 2311 Racing, was quoted as saying, "From the beginning, this lawsuit was about progress. It was about making sure our sport evolves in a way that supports everyone, teams, drivers, partners, employees, and fans. With a foundation to build equity and invest in the future and a stronger voice in the decisions ahead, we now have the chance to grow together and to make the sport even better for generations to come. I'm excited to watch our teams get back on the track and compete hard in 2026. Denny Hamlin, also co-owner of 2311. I've cared deeply about the sport of NASCAR my entire life. Racing is all I've ever known, and this sport shaped who I am. That's why we were willing to shoulder the challenges that came with taking this stand. We believe it was worth fighting for a stronger and more sustainable future for everyone in the industry. Teams, drivers, and partners will now have the stability and the opportunity they deserve. Our commitment to the fans and to the entire NASCAR community has never been stronger. I'm proud of what we've accomplished, and now it is time to move forward together and build the stronger future this sport deserves." Bob Jenkins, owner of Front Row Motorsports, kind of echoed those thoughts. Curtis Polk, who is a co-owner of 2311 Racing, said basically the same thing. Jim France, CEO and chairman of NASCAR, said this outcome gives all parties the flexibility and confidence to continue delivering unforgettable racing moments for our fans, which has always been our highest priority since the sport was founded in 1948. We worked closely with race teams and tracks to create the NASCAR charter system in 2016, and it has proven invaluable to their operations and to the quality of racing across the Cup Series. Today's agreement reaffirms our commitment to preserving and enhancing that value, and ensuring our fans continue to enjoy the very best of stock car racing for generations to come. And we are excited to return to the collective focus of our sport, teams and racetracks we're excited to turn the collective focus of our sport, teams and racetracks toward an incredible 78th season that begins with the Daytona 500 on Sunday, February 15th, 2026. So, yeah,
I'm kind of glad that they got all this done before the start of the season.
I am too,
have
and
that not
and yeah,
overshadow it.
honestly, because I was tired of hearing about it.
Yeah.
And
Well, it's also the fact that the teams were actually getting so screwed.
they were they were. There was no to a degree
It
bit for it.
It was really
Like Front Row Motorsports, they were losing millions of dollars a year.
well, who was the one that lost like $100 million just on that sport? I can
That was Front Row. Yeah, that was Front Row. So hey, I mean, if it's a win for the teams, great. If it's a win, if it's a win for everybody, for both sides, fine. But the most important thing is that the fans are the ones who have to win. And as a racing fan, I'm all for that. If it enhances the product on the track, if it gets us better access to the drivers, great. If it shores up the foundation of the sport for decades, generations, as they like to say, I'm all for it, because my granddad loved NASCAR. I mean, he loved racing. My dad loves racing. Loves NASCAR. I love NASCAR. I want my boys to be able to enjoy it. I want the grandkids to be able to enjoy it, and so on and so forth. At this point, I mean, now that we've got this charter thing behind us, and everybody's going to get an equal share of the pie, I just hope that NASCAR stays out of their own way and doesn't dilute the product to the point where nobody's watching and nobody benefits from it. So,
I wouldn't hold your breath, because
I'm not holding my breath.
Historically, they haven't been awesome about that.
Yeah, I know. They still have not announced the new format for the points next season. We'll see what happens. NASCAR Craftsman Tools, they announced that they are going to return as the title sponsor for the Truck Series next year. The Xfinity Series is now going to become the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series, and then the Cup Series is going to maintain its title as being the NASCAR Cup Series. Lionel, back in the day, it used to be Action Performance. Used to have the contract to produce die casts for NASCAR. That went to Lionel a couple of years ago. They announced their top 10 selling diecast cars for the 2025 season.
Bubba Wallace
is nowhere on the list. Number one was a one-off car. It was Justin Allgaier's Traveler Whiskey Chevrolet, the number 40 car that he fielded for JR Motorsports in the Daytona 500 last year.
Mm-hmm.
Which, by the way, they are going to make another attempt to run that race again this coming season. So,
interesting.
Yeah. Number two was Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s Budweiser Speedway Classic late model Chevy.
Nice.
So when Teresa Earnhardt let the trademark on the stylized 8 lapse, Dale Jr. snatched it up. Right? He now owns that font to that number 8. He slapped it on his late model car because he does late model racing now a lot. Budweiser came back and was like, yo, we got to do this. And dude, that car brought back so many memories, right? So that was the number 2 selling car. Justin Allgaier's Traveler Whiskey Race Version Chevrolet. When they say raced version, it's going to have, the body's going to be dirtied up a little bit. It's going to look like it's got rubber, hanging off the nose, stuff like that. So then you got Chase Elliott, number 4 in the Napa Children's Healthcare of Atlanta Echo Park Wind Chevrolet. Number 5 was William Byron's Exalta. There we go. Exalta Daytona 500 Wind car. Number 6 was Kyle Larson's HendrickCars.com championship winning car. Number 7 was Kyle Larson's HendrickCars.com Phoenix raced version. Number 8 was Connor Zilich in his Red Bull Chevrolet for JR Motorsports. And the first and only Chevy on the list was Josh Berry's Motorcraft Las Vegas win Ford Mustang when he drove the number 21 for the Wood Brothers.
Nice.
And then Shane Van Gisbergen rounds out the top 10 with his Red Bull Chevrolet for Trackhouse Racing. So, yeah. You know, what's funny is that with the exception of Josh Berry's car there at the number 9 slot, all of those cars run Hendrick Motors. They're all Chevys. And in one way, shape, form, or fashion, they either have to do with Hendrick Motorsports or Junior Motorsports.
That's hilarious.
So I'm like, okay, cool. The
That
top 5
chapped somebody's ass. And
you know it did.
They won't admit it, but
yeah, the top 5 best selling race win diecasts: Chase Elliott's Atlanta win, William Byron's Daytona 500 car, Josh Berry's Las Vegas car, Chase Elliott's Kansas win when he ran the Kelly Blue Book car, and then Shane Van Gisbergen's Red Bull Sonoma win. So, okay, that's pretty cool. I would have loved, I have too many hobbies, right? Too many things that I want to collect. Currently, I'm doing the whole Gundam thing, right? Taking a break from starships for a little bit because, you need a lot more money to build starships than you do Gundams.
Plus, variety is the spice of life.
It is. I don't want to pigeonhole myself into, plus I can't like start on one ship when another one's not finished. And I've got that 537 scale Enterprise refit that's still sitting on my desk waiting for the, the saucer sections, waiting for its, base coat of paint. And I'm like, I've lost the motivation, and I have to fall in love with it again because the kit itself is just absolute trash. But anyways.
Go watch some episodes of Picard. You'll get it back real quick.
Well, no, it's not the Enterprise D. I've got that on my build pile, right? I've got the I bought another.
I know, but the nostalgia factor.
Yeah. Well, I bought the well, it's funny because I'm waiting on the Sovereign kit, the Enterprise E, to be re-released. And I watched First Contact today.
Nice.
I mean, out of all of the Next Generation movies, I think First Contact was my favorite, right? But yeah, there's something about the Sovereign class is just kind of sexy, right? But I'll always be a Constitution man, a Constitution class. I mean,
right.
That's just, yeah. But anyways, diecast cars, they can get a little pricey. You remember, guys, you remember seeing the prices on some of those diecasts on race weekend?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Even the cheap ones were like,
yeah. And you get what you pay for, right? So, the ones that are north of $65, $70 are the ones that have like independent, suspension pieces, the engine, transmission, all that. I mean, the hood and the trunk, the deck lid, they both flip up.
Oh yeah.
The steering wheel actually turns when you move the front wheels, kind of a situation. And I mean, my workaround for the diecast problem back in the day was I used to build them, right? I used to build models, the 124 scale models. And I've got a tote full of unbuilt cars upstairs, unbuilt kits. I think I'm going to post them all for sale because I'm never going to get to them. And I'm just like, even if I did, I've got nowhere to put them. I mean, I've done some really cool builds in the past, like Dale Sr. and Dale Jr.'s Daytona winning 500 cars. I built them and I put them in a display case right next to each other. Like it was Victory Lane, with the checkerboard floor, and I cut up my own confetti and sprinkled it over the cars. And
that's cool.
But I got nowhere to store this stuff, man, nowhere to display it. And I'm like, and as it is now, I'm looking at a glass display case for my starships and Gundams. So that way I don't have to dust them. And, you get the LED lighting. So that way, they look pretty all the time. And
yeah, you get the backlight, you're good to go.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Point is, I need a job so I can afford to do all these things.
What I'm really trying to say is,
I mean, what I'm really trying to say. Yeah. I mean, it's one of those deals. So I mean, give me an excuse to to cut the beard off, and complain about being tired because I've worked a 12 to 14-hour shift. Give me that reason. I want to, but yeah. Anyways, we see that Expedition 33 took home almost every award in the universe last week for the Game Awards.
Surprising nobody.
Yeah, right. The Doomsday trailer, the first teaser trailer for Doomsday dropped today. Steve Rogers and Peggy Carter had a baby,
which we knew.
Yeah, and I'm wondering if they're going to lean into this fan theory. And then it was a very small, like limited story arc in the comic books, I believe. But Steve, there is a story arc out there and a fan theory for the MCU that Steve Rogers is actually Peter Quill's grandfather.
Oh.
At some point. I know that I know that there's a guy who is his grandfather that raised him, but or it's either grandfather or great grandfather. So, yeah, I'm. Well, it would be cool if that happened, but I don't know. We'll see.
Well, the other thing is the Hydra Captain America.
Captain America and Captain Hydra are going to be there. And I think next week Thor's trailer is going to come out, and then they're going to do. Who else is there? They're going to do one other trailer. I think it's for. Do what?
One of the trailers is going to be Dr. Doom. One of the trailers.
Yeah. Doom, Thor, and then Steve Rogers, and then there's going to be just kind of a general trailer that they release 4 weeks from now.
Another thing.
Well, they're running these trailers on a weekly rotation before Avatar.
Yeah. Another thing they're getting a lot of people were talking about the MCU bull crap.
Oh, the MCU. Yeah, a lot of people are pissed off. We won't say what demographic is pissed off, but we'll give you a little bit of a hint because they canceled She-Hulk. And they removed her from the MCU.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I watched Echo, and I actually enjoyed Echo. Echo was a good series, right?
It wasn't for me.
It was slow, but the storytelling,
it wasn't.
At the heart of it, the storytelling was actually really good.
Sorry. The whole Echo thing pissed me off. Only because okay, Echo's a badass character in the comics. Yeah. Really badass.
Yeah.
They did the DEI stuff.
I get it.
And it's bullshit. Okay, Ronan in the MCU.
You're just mad because you had a relative get killed at Wounded Knee, didn't you?
No.
Or a little bighorn.
It's too soon, man. It's too soon. Have some respect, man.
I fought Buffalo. I fought him. Well, I didn't really fight him.
Okay.
I was around the corner, but yes, I heard the battle. It was very fierce. William Knife Man.
No, in the comics, she was
Hot Shots, was it Little Bighorn or was it Okinawa? The one without the Indians.
No, in the comics, she was Mexican.
Oh God!
But she was a badass. She was the original Ronin.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah, screw that.
Yeah, no, how dare they?
Yeah. Hey, you want a little bit of a Spaceballs twist? One of my wife's cousins, my wife's cousin's cousin is an actor in that series.
Yeah, nice.
So what does that make us? Absolutely nothing.
It's what you are about to become.
What you're about to become.
Yeah, they
hate it when my shorts gets twisted.
They ruin a lot of the characters.
Dude, they ruin Shield. Okay, let's just not mince words here. I mean, Kevin Feige he's got a lot of hits, but he's also got a lot of misses. We're not pointing fingers, but I mean, Eternals. I'm just.
I really wanted to like it.
I mean, that was like a multi-million-dollar retcon right there. Which I think they're eventually going to address the big hand sticking out of the earth, because that's where they're going to get antimonium.
Yeah, they have finally started to address the fact that there is this giant fucking person hanging out of the planet.
Did y'all not watch the Captain America movie?
I did.
The new one?
Oh, Brave New World? No, I didn't. Not yet.
Yeah, no,
that's
they
where adamantium comes from.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Gotcha.
That was the whole reason why they were fighting.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I just, I'm like, a CGI Harrison Ford getting red ass. No, I'm just,
Yeah, that was the only bad thing about that. The rest of the movie was actually pretty decent.
It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I'll put it that way.
Yeah.
Plus, I've always been Team Bucky as far as being the next Captain America anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways,
not that I'm anti.
I'm not anti Anthony Mackie or Sam Wilson. Do not do that.
I do like Sam Wilson as Captain America, but I would have preferred Bucky.
Yeah.
I'll just put it that way.
Now, Sam would have been a great addition to the Thunderbolts.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyways, I got nothing else right now. Next week, don't forget, next week is our annual reading of A Die Hard Christmas. That is our Christmas episode.
Yes.
Our Wednesday What the Hell episode will not be live. It will be pre-taped. It will drop on Christmas Eve, but we will not be here Christmas Eve.
No.
Did you guys see the Star Wars game announcements?
Yes, I did see that.
Bro.
Yeah, it looks good.
I know
it looks good.
That this the game director for this one is the
same guy for Republic or Knights of the Old Republic. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That
now, not to be a naysayer or a hand wringer, but Outlaw looked amazing until it came out.
True. Very true. But with the people that are involved in this, I feel like it's in good hands.
As long as they stay true to canon. And I'm not talking about let's make it up as we go, because everything in Star Wars is canon. No. Let's stick to alpha canon. Stuff that's been established already.
Right. And I strongly feel that they will.
And let's be true to the Knights of the Old Republic game.
Exactly. That is the biggest thing I'm excited about, is that I know that they will. Having the same director there, he is going to be. Because as much as I enjoyed the second one, the Sith Lords, it was great. It was really good. But the ending on it was weird. And he wasn't involved in that. That was where it kind of went
It's
away.
like Superman 2 after Richard Donner was fired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just wasn't quite
So
that and the racing, the Star Wars racing.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Back.
That looks good.
Yeah, Star Wars Racers,
awesome.
Galaxy.
I was happy to see that.
Let's see here. Destiny's coming out with a new game.
Yeah. I actually like the Street Fighter.
Yeah, the Street Fighter trailer was actually pretty cool because it looked
interesting.
It did. It looked.
They even
what's
had
the word I'm looking for?
Nostalgic.
Consistent with the game.
Right. Well, you didn't like Jackie Chan?
Don't get me wrong. Jean-Claude Van Damme's Street Fighter was good in its own right. You're never going to see a better M. Bison.
Well, true.
But
we like that one for the wrong reasons. That's the problem.
Yeah, because we were kids and we didn't know any better.
Yeah.
I mean,
so bad. It's the same reason we keep going back to watch Mortal Kombat, which objectively is a horrible, horrible movie.
Yeah.
But it's so good. Especially soundtrack.
Yeah, especially when Johnny Cage kicks Goro right in the balls.
Right.
Yeah.
He punches him.
Yeah, he punches him in the balls. That's right. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. He does the splits and he's like, ah!
$500 sunglasses. Asshole.
Yeah. I think Carl Urban's going to do he's going to do Johnny Cage, justice. That's going to be great. He's like, I'm not a stunt man. Like, well, you better be. So, but yeah, past that, I really don't have a whole lot.
Oh, the Supergirl trailer came out.
Oh yes, yeah, that's right, dude. I'm excited for that.
Yes.
But I swear to God, if James Gunn kills Crypto,
I don't think he is.
There will be riots in the street.
I don't think that he's going to, but
yeah.
I'm fully prepared for the idea that I'm going to be pissed off through 60% of this movie.
Yeah.
What I like about it is Jason Momoa gets his favorite character.
Yeah, he gets to be Lobo. Yeah.
Here's another funny thing that they're actually talking about, because there's not gonna be Peacemaker anymore in TV show.
Okay, it was because he's stuck in that other dimension, right?
No.
No.
What they're doing.
Did you not watch you haven't seen the whole series?
I haven't watched all of it yet.
No. Okay. Here's
You know,
spoilers,
I
but-
do things.
Yeah, no spoilers, but you got to finish it.
Okay. All right. I'll finish it. Yeah.
But what James Gunn said, what he's going to do with the Peacemaker stuff is it's going to be part of the rest of the movies and TV shows. There's not going to be a Peacemaker TV series anymore.
Okay.
It wasn't canceled. It was done. But the rest of the stuff, you're gonna each of the person in the Peacemaker TV series is gonna have a bit part in all the movies that are.
Well,
coming
as long as they don't have him tapping out all half-hearted with this, like, oh, I'm tired look on his face, I think we'll be okay.
That wasn't a tired look.
He looked bored.
Yeah, he
That
did.
was just-
He
was-
looked.
And I
bored as
realized they
shit.
have to you have to lose your last match. Like I get that.
Well, no, even
You could have gone out a little bit
what
better than that.
Yeah.
even Gunther was like, he tapped out. Really? He was.
Yeah, because I mean, Cody Rhodes, he stood there, like he stayed at the ringside for like, I don't know, a good 30, 40 minutes after the cameras cut.
Yeah.
And I mean, I think Triple H had some like spirited words for John Cena after pulling that stunt. You know, he's like, this match was supposed to go on for another 5 minutes. He's like,
Yeah.
I'm bored, dude. What are you gonna do? Fire me? I mean, John Cena did like the truest, Marine thing ever, and he put in for terminal leave halfway through the match.
Yep.
I think.
He's like,
So he's like, I'm signing out. That's yeah.
I already cleared CIF.
Yeah, I cleared
I'm out
CIF.
here.
I mean, he cleared CIF before he left the ring. He left his shoes, his sweatbands.
Is that what are you gonna send me to the field? I got no fucking TA-50.
Right. But yeah, no, I mean, I planned on watching that match, and I ended up having to watch a replay of it. But
I actually saw it on TikTok. Well, at
yeah,
least,
so
the
I mean,
highlights.
David gets in there, he's like, no, and I'm like, oh shit, that's right, the match. I forgot. I was like, I didn't forget about it. I forgot what time it was coming on, and I was like, fuck. So yeah, but yeah, I ended up seeing it anyway. So just like,
for what it's
Yeah.
worth.
yeah. Like, I mean, at least when the Undertaker lost his final match, I mean, there was a genuine look of surprise on his face because he was supposed to go out a winner.
Right.
I mean, was it Roman Reigns fucking flipped the script on it?
No.
Or no, was it who was that? It was
AJ Styles.
yeah, AJ Styles. Yeah, that's right. AJ Styles.
Okay.
He flipped the script on it.
No, what had happened was they did that cinema match, and Undertaker punched the window and he cut himself, and he was bleeding profusely.
It was funny because like last night I'm sitting there, I told Mindy about your text, and she's like, David knows that's not real, doesn't he? And I was like, yes, he knows that's not real.
Well,
I was like, it's basically a soap opera. And I was like, that doesn't make them non-athletes. Those guys are athletic. They have to be athletes, right?
yeah, be able to throw each other. around.
The one of the matches that sticks out for me, early 2000s, Triple H versus Mankind. and it was a no rules match, no holds barred, right? Triple H gets out a sledgehammer, right, and he's going after Mick Foley with it.
Yeah.
And Triple H tears his quad on his left leg, and you see it happen in real time at the pay-per-view. And I was like, yo, because I mean, he took that big step to go swing that sledgehammer, and he lost all that momentum. Right? He missed. And I was like, oh, his leg, holy shit, that was fucked up, because he ended up getting pinned, and that wasn't the way that the script was supposed to go. Triple H was supposed to win that match.
Yeah.
And Mick Foley ended up pinning Triple H, and then they bring him out. He calls over the paramedics. They were like, "Hey, you need to wheel him out of here." And I mean, they actually like cut the cameras away for a little bit, went backstage and did some impromptu crap while they attended to Hunter, because he fucked his leg up for real.
And the Boneyard match, his last match from 2020, he won it. Undertaker went out with a win.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. But I don't know.
So
anyway, I got nothing else, guys. You guys got anything?
no, that's about it.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you have been privy. You have been indentured. You've been enlightened. I would say your life is better off, but yeah, that's up to you. It's all dependent on the kind of day you're having. But regardless, we've passed the hour-and-a-half mark. And if we don't get it before 2 hours, then clips don't happen. And we need clips to drive viewership. So for all of you out there, mediocre fans, and to our super fan, get the word out. Get people watching. I don't care if they leave us a 5-star. Actually, I do care if they leave us a 5-star review, especially on Apple.
Exactly.
It's 5 stars are what it's all about.
Yeah.
But next week it will be on time, and we will have a full panel, hopefully, God willing. The scheduling gods smile upon us and allow Colin to be here for next week's annual reading of A Die Hard Christmas. It is a time-honored Angry Me tradition. Without further ado, you have witnessed 242 episodes of us talking shit and dragging things out longer than needed to be. So I'm Johnny Skelton.
I'm David Diggerman.
I am Chris Mountain Man Jacka.
Be back here next week, same bat time. Yes, same bat time, 8 o'clock Central, and the same bat channel. But until then, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Fare thee well, Felicia.